About Camping. I'm your local RV girl, Jordan, and today we're going to do a full walkthrough on our 2026 Jayco J-Flight SLX 250 BH. If you're looking for a family-friendly travel trailer, keep on watching because we're going to do a full walk around outside and then go check out inside and see what it's all about. Starting off with the important details, you're measuring 27 feet with 7 inches, and for the dry weight, 42.85. Your hitch weight on this is 425, so that's good. You can tow this with a mid-size SUV or a small truck. Right at the front, you have a strong A-frame and a 20-pounder propane tank. Right behind me, you also have a prep for a solar panel if you're carrying around any small solar panel. Jayco has also made sure to add 4 stabilizer jacks on each side of the trailer, and right up front you also have a pass-through storage. You also have magnet latch, so it's super easy and nothing's hitting your head. Right, checking out, it goes all the way through and you can fit a ton in there. Let's go to the opposite side of the trailer. In the rear, let's talk about what's over here. At the front, you're going to find your second entry for your pass-through storage. Below that, you'll find another low point drain. Over here, you're going to find your freshwater tank for when you're off-grid camping, and that's 52 gallons. Right beside that is where your city water connection is, so if you have ongoing running water. And beside that, you're going to find your 30-amp service for your power. Right below that, you're going to find your other low point drain. And beside those two will be your gray water holding tank and your black holding tank, which both are 39 gallons. In the rear, you're going to find your cable TV input, your solid bumper where you're going to put your sewer hose when you're done. This is where you're going to find your on-the-go ladder. So we have a nice big 12-foot power awning to keep that shade away on a nice sunny day. But like I've said before, if it's heavy rain or very bad wind, just bring that sucker in. A third storage compartment. That's incredible. Check out the space in here for your camping chairs, your coolers, or what else that doesn't fit on the inside. Right beside your storage, this is where you're going to find your hot water on demand, which is tankless.
Jayco equips this line with double axle with ST205 75R14 tires. It also has self-adjusting electric brakes, features that make towing smooth and set up quick. The G20 dark tinted windows add a sleek look and help keep the heat down inside and the privacy.
Now let's take a peek. What's on the inside? As soon as you walk in, you have the nice wind retractor, so that door isn't flying all over the place.
With the AC being at the roof, you are looking at an exterior height of 10 feet and 4 inches. Like every J-Flight, it's built with a Jayco's Magnum Truss roof system, which is 50% stronger than the competition.
Welcome inside to the Jayco 250 VH. You're going to notice it's very bright and very spacious in this camper here. Right now, I'm sitting on mom and dad's bed. It's a 60 by 80 queen size walk around mattress. And right above me, you're going to notice that they have an open area for more shelving. And it does have a lip. So whatever you're putting in there is secure. On both sides, you're going to notice that they have a half wardrobe as well. And it's very deep. The cabinets are made of solid hardware with also hidden hinges. They've also added a hanging area so you can hang up some sweaters or t-shirts or whatever you're bringing along. Beside the bed, they have also added kind of like another area for a nightstand for anything else that you need during the night, your water, your books, your phones. And they've also added some power inputs on both sides. This side on the other side does have a USB and a USB-C for those phones. Right underneath our mattress, you have some more storage, and it is sitting plywood platform. Right in front of me on this cabinet, you're going to find your control pad. It's going to have your water pump, your gray, your black, your fresh water, and your battery. Around to this side, you're going to notice this is where they have your interior switch and your outside exterior switch. It's going to be the blue light underneath the staircase. Right beside it, you're also going to have your power awning to bring that in and out. Now that we've covered this half of the trailer, let's keep moving and check out what else this floor plan has to offer. Now let's talk about our seating area. We have a 4-person dinette as well as a jackknife sofa. Our 4-person dinette does convert into another bed if you do need that extra space. And I'm very comfortable. If I have 4 people here, I can play cards, have breakfast, have lunch, or have dinner. Right above your picture window, you do have a place where you can install a wall mount, and above that, you do have the TV inputs. Right across from your dinette is where you're going to find your jackknife sofa. Extra seating while it's a rainy day, and if you're having a nice cold pop, you have 2 cup holders here. We're going to find some more storage actually right underneath here. So you have a very large place where you can put extra things, blankets, pillows, or whatever else you're bringing. And it's a very easy flip to have that nap during the day. Right above our jackknife sofa, this is where you're going to find more overhead storage. If you're like me, you can never have enough storage. Saving the best for last, we have our 12-volt refrigerator at the bottom, and then you do have a small freezer at the top. Right behind and above the dinette, this is where you're going to find your AC and your furnace thermostat. Right above you is your 13,500 BTU AC, and you do have a furnace in here included. Going into the kitchen, storage galore. We have so much storage. Check this out. Deep cupboards, pantry, snacks, juice, all of the above. We're going to put so much in there. They did add some overhead storage as well, maybe for pots, pans, your plates and bowls. Talking about the kitchen, we have a single sink with a high-rise black faucet, which is really nice to get those pots and pans underneath there so you can fill it up with water. Beside that, you have a 2-burner cooktop, and below that, this is where you're going to find your microwave. Above me, I do have a skylight. Now back here is where you're going to find your double bunks. Very large, lots of space. 1, 2, 3 kids. Bring them in here. They have lots of room to sleep in here. And you also have some USB-C and USB so they can plug in those phones, iPads, or even adults, because the Jayco rates the double bunks 600 pounds. And above, you also do have another USB input and USB-C. And they did add some lights, so when it's dark out, and behind this door is where you're going to find your bathroom. We have a toilet and a shower. But to come in, let's get a little closer. So now that we have a better shot of inside of the bathroom, it's very spacious in here. They've also added the curved track to give you a little bit more room. I'm about 5'5", 5'4", and I have lots of headroom. And they also added a skylight right above for those extra tall people. As you see, we have a detachable nozzle. So that's a very nice feature. And you're going to notice this is where your hot water on demand is. Instant hot water. So no fighting for those extra long showers or who does the dishes. Better look below. They did add a little lip so no water is coming in. They also had a foot flush toilet with your toilet paper handle. And did I talk about the endless amount of storage in this trailer? Being at the front and looking at the rear. Take it all in. And this is the take number 2 from the rear to the front of this camper. Take it all in, because this is my tour of the 2026 Jayco J Flight SLX 250BH, available right here at Nickelville Camping in Sudbury. I'm your local RV girl, and until next time, happy camping, safe travels, and if you can like, comment, and subscribe, let me know where you're from and what's the most important feature that you must have in a trailer. And you know what you gotta do? You gotta shop the big lot.